So just making some notes, you know, like they've in the directions, which are in like 30 languages or something, they've got, you know, this diagram, installation diagram. And if you go down the numbers, it tells you what it is. We got this stuff. It's Easy Loom, not a sponsor. So protects against chemicals and the elements. Rated for 375 degrees Fahrenheit. Constant temp. 500 degrees melting point. So it's better than plastic tubing. This stuff is like, this is cool, man. There's some more space age stuff. It's like felt. See, it's like it's gonna breathe and it's gonna protect our cable better. Looks like it's easier to unwrap. Uh-oh. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, I come from the audio world. We do a lot of crazy stuff, even like outdoor shows and, you know, so we had our little tips and tricks. Some of this stuff regarding marine, I'm like learning. I'm like, what do you mean you can't do that? I would do that all day long. But then I get everybody's junk, so I'm just trying to make, most of the time I've just been trying to just make it work. But yeah, we're just gonna get our crimper out here, these guys, and I like these Southwire. Now supposedly, you know, I like them because you can really put a lot of grip, and some of these maybe you can pierce through, but these are good Anchor connectors. So I guess if I could turn this around where you can see it, I'm gonna get that wire right to the edge. I'm not gonna go too crazy, and then just gonna crimp it down. And I like them because I can get on it. And I get like some things like smaller gauge wire, you just gotta know how much to do, like know your strength. See, that's not coming loose. Then all I do is pull up my shrink wrap and I go a little bit over it like that. Then I take another piece of shrink wrap, get it right here, get this hot, and just get the shrink wrap on, you know. So this is one thing recently, I looked it up when I heard it. When I heard about it, I looked it up, it's like it is kind of a thing. This is what they want you to do. I mean, it is a good idea, I guess. It's easy. So here's the thing. I've done over the years, especially like live and stuff, we have torrential downpours and everything else. Done Elcos, Molexes, Deutsch connectors, all kinds of stuff. And they all got their place. But that's simple. It's easy to do. You can knock it out in 10 minutes. Then you don't have to use these stupid things. You know, they have their place too. I keep them because these are simple to put on. Like to fix, you know, to like say this side, you want to put it now on this side because it was here, you'd have to pry it up and everything. You just do like that. Now you can feed a wire through, crimp it back down, and then you got this again. So like if I need something for test leads or something, I keep these. I've got a ton of them. So this is going to go on the front. It's going to feed down through that scan strut I got and be laid on the deck. So when I want to charge my battery, I'll just plug it in. I ain't got to dig down the rod locker or do any of that stuff. Anyway, thanks for watching, subscribing, liking the videos. Thanks for the comments. I read them all. I get very little comments. So, you know, it is what it is, man. people don't watch marine mechanics, but that's fine, you know, because this is for me. Yeah, it's for you too. But anyway, that's all I'm saying. Is I looked at my analytics too, and I got a ton of people in the Philippines that watch me. So if you're in the Philippines, hey man, give me a thumbs up. Now got that on there. I brought my other drill out here because I'm going to put the holes to it. So to mount this, you know, you got to drill a couple more holes. But just to make sure everything is going to be good and fine, we just want to make sure. Yep, fits through there just perfect. Now we'll take this apart. And we know that this will fit as well because it's literally the same diameter loose. Anyway, set that to the side. See, like this goes through, you know, and you can see like, oh, it just barely goes through. And then, you know, it'll just barely go through there. That's fine. Like my one screw just fell out and then it went down underneath my tray. Now I gotta take that loose and reseal it. So this is gonna go, oh, and it just barely fits through there, right? You set that on here like that, line it up. Basically, we will take all 4 of these little stainless steel screws and we'll do them first. Got this network cable. Hope this is long enough. guess I'll go with this one first. Alright, well they didn't make that easy. Guess I could go down below and hook up my network cable and maybe hook up the transducer. We got lots of cables, so we're gonna have a lot of extra cable, but I gotta figure out that later because I'm gonna have to figure out like how I want to route. They don't want, you know, you don't want to do tie wraps on these, so I gotta figure out like which way I want to go. Like the last couple times, I always thought like we could find something better than this. Of course, they got all kinds of situations, but I don't know. I didn't like any of them so far. All right, you guys. If you're doing this and you're like, what the heck? Because you're trying, I don't know. You're gonna, here, let me get you some light. So, just making you some notes, you know? Like, they've, in the directions, which are in like 30 languages or something, they've got, you know, this diagram, installation diagram. And if you go down the numbers, it tells you what it is. Man, it's a beautiful day. I mean, said it's going to hit 70. And that is amazing. So I'm trying to get done what I can get done. As always. And turn on that light. Sometimes I need to get a switch where I just hit the switch. Yeah, so what am I doing? Oh, telling you about the weather, because you're getting your weather report today. Yeah, see how bright and sunny it is if I walk back this way? Yeah, kind of crazy. Working on things. I want to get, no, that's nice. Like everybody, they want to get their boat ready for the water. If you're not already on the water. I'm finishing up my install for my forward-facing sonar because I'm ready to go try it out. Right now I'm just working on the battery charger. I put this on so that we can connect straight to our battery. Right, there it is. I want to put this on the battery and have these. So we're just gonna cut them. And tin it. That'd be a good idea though. But then I got different size shrink wrap, because we're gonna like double shrink it. And then I got a bigger one because I gotta put it around the connector. Here's what I'm doing. I took my stairs off so that I could get this down, so I can kind of adjust on it a little. So right here would be where my forward facing, this is turned all the way with the pedal all the way up, because I'm kind of concerned that if you put your foot here, you're going to be in the way there. So I wanted to make sure I was good. And then I also wanted to make sure, like, you know, when this thing is on here, I'll turn it the other way in a second, but when this thing's on here, then I want to know, okay, well, we're in the water, good. So right now, you know, like usually water line on this boat is, you know, the nose is kind of sticking up in the air, right? So I think right now, like I'm too far, like, high. The other thing to know, this rubber piece, what it does is kind of, I don't know, it kind of protects that thing from introducing anything into the shaft. I'm not saying it ever would, but this is not all the way around. You can see like it's loose here. I almost want to see if I can get some more rubber that would reach all the way around. Or when I drop it, maybe I can measure this and see like how high it is. You know, I do these videos and then I forget. Should just had a tape ready, so at least I mean, that's a brushless motor, so maybe the interference will be a lot better than, say, I don't know. So right now I got it about 9 inches, but from the motor itself, we can see that it needs to come down. Like if this is the center of this shaft, I think we got to bring this down to about right here. I don't know. Let me turn it around. You can see, like, now I've got this up. Let me get up in the boat and see that my little foot can still, you know. The other solution would be that I'll take that top plate back off of this fish finder, and then in the center here, whoops, the center here, then these, like I can put it like a 1 inch and come up another inch, or maybe even 2 plates and come up like 2 inches. But this is where my foot would be, so I think that's all the way up, so I think we're good. So you can see we can get it back to the middle there, and then go back down here and look at the transducer for the forward facing sonar, because you got to remember the Humminbird transducer is built into the trolley motor. Takes a lot to crawling in and out of these boats. But yeah, so like here, you know, we're right in the middle of about 10 inches from the bottom of this bracket. We go up, maybe Chucky might know, but that's the middle of the motor, and we're at 15 inches right now. I think we got to come down to that right here, this 12 inches in the center of this motor. What do you think, Chuck?
What?
Come here.
Say what? What do you want?
So for the forward facing sonar transducer, I think this is a little too high, because the middle of this motor, you know, if I bring it down to that, would be 12 inches.
Well, what does Humminbird recommend for space between the motor and the transducer?
I don't know, because it's a Garmin and it's a Humminbird.
Well, ask the Grocculator.
The Grocculator 9000?
Yeah, the Grocculator 9000.
You know.
There you go.
What was it, back in the 80s, it was Ask Hal. And then they turned it into the Grocculator.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, Grocculator like a hurricane. So I just wanted to make sure, you know, my pedal worked, and, you know, see where that is. That's going to take me to get out of Allen key and adjust it on it. So I'm going to do that next, because I need to route this cable up and see what I need. And I just brought out some tape for now to mock it up. Maybe put electrical tape around where I'm going to do it, and then figure out, I don't know. We're going to see what we can figure out. All right, now I'm looking at it and thinking maybe it needs to be even more up, because if you're shooting a beam, you know, yeah, you got your down in perspective mode, right? So, man, yeah, because we're either going this way or this way on this. I'm just trying to imagine this, you know. We're gonna miss this, I think. But then I gotta figure out when this turns, you know, what do we do here? So I think if I do kind of on the back side, I don't know, like, or maybe this way. See, it's like, here's the other thing. We start routing the wire. Well, it's down position right now, but we got that little thing to, you know, and it ends up in the middle here on this trolling motor. So I'm just gonna get some tape it up to here, and then turn this and see what I gotta do. I think I gotta do a big loop. All right, here's still my mock-up stage. We got our transducer just kind of on here. Just looking at it, seemed like I had a gap, but I got some of this V channel, okay, and put around your cable. And then, like, if you put tape, you're not gonna go around the cable, because you don't really want anything to go around that cable. The other thing, this helps protect it from something hitting it, whatnot. You know, the only thing bad is, like, if a stick gets in here, you know, you gotta just be careful of your cable. So these things cost a lot of money. You know, I might even put another one up here. You know, and I really want to get some gaffer's tape and do this, because I think it would be a lot better. So the only other thing is, you know, we gotta have enough room on this cable. That's why this is mock-up. So when I turn this transducer, you can see the notches, right? When I can see, so I need to be able to, like, you know, have enough room so I can go up to this one no problem the way I have it. But then if I wanted to go all the way this way, then I'm gonna have to, like, I can still do it because the cable will slide up and down, but I want this really to be more down. So I'm just kind of doing my mock-up. This is, you know, it is what it is, man. Takes time to do, that's for sure. Because then you even got to put it in the water, feel how you like to have it. Like, is this too small? You know what I mean? Do you need to go down? Do you need to come up? So what you can do is use this tape until you get it figured out, and then do something a little bit more permanent, if you will. See, this way I just adjusted my tape so that those notches line up. Right? That way I can move this in whatever location I want. Now this side is the same way. Like, if I want to turn it this way, you know, I probably need to have, like, enough room to then turn it like so. All right, so if you pull on your tape, you'll just stretch it, and then later on it'll come loose because it's been stretched. You do like that, then the Sonar and whatever won't make your tape peel off. I'm not. Okay, so again, like, we have these different notches. We got them there, you know, back here on the back side. We got them over here, you know, so we got different modes. You know, we can turn this now to meet those notches. It's mostly there or there or there. Right, that's kind of your options. Kind of need to get Dudley over here, because since he's real familiar with it and uses it all the time, maybe he can tell me or enlighten me, like, what modes he likes it in. And then also maybe I can do more research and figure out really how high this should be. And then right now I still have the loop so that I can, you know, but this little channel stuff is good, because then we all have, so this channel stuff is good because we've all, like, ran into trees trying to get our bait back, and now we've got, like, you know, so it'd be easy for, like, a tree limb to grab a hold of this, and, you know, so we don't want that, you know, because those things are like $1,200 right now. But this is how it'll stow, and that's the next thing I have to kind of figure out. It's like I've got to get this where this is like this, and then I gotta get this to go up and be taped down. So I think I'm gonna get some more of this channel, something to protect it. And then once I get it, because I only had enough to get it this far, and then we don't have enough, because it's a different trolling motor, so I don't have enough stuff to do this. But they do make some channel stuff that maybe I might get that kind of wraps around this. I almost want to say one of these outboards over here has it, and it would help protect it. Yeah, this one, I gotta figure out where to get this stuff, right? And this would be perfect. See how it just wraps around you just kind of twist it around until you're done. They also make some wraps. I don't like them because they got a big, somebody's got to put their name on it. That's the only thing with those. So I'm trying to figure that out. And then we'll do something with our cabling. We've got it routed down to the black box, so that's good. And then I've just got a lot to clean up. All right, we're gonna switch gears. We're not gonna do this. We're gonna do something else, because see, I didn't have enough of this to go all the way. I didn't like that. And if I get it to here, then I can get some bigger stuff and go from there. So what I had to go, so I had to go down to Advanced Auto Parts. It's another bad hair day, by the way. Like, I have my hat on, hiding it, but yeah, it ain't good. We got this stuff. It's Easy Loom, not a sponsor. So protects against chemicals and the elements. Rated for 375 degrees Fahrenheit, constant temp, 500 degrees melting point. So it's better than plastic tubing. This stuff is this is cool, man. Some more space age stuff. It's like felt. See, it's gonna breathe, and it's gonna protect our cable better. Looks like it's easier to unwrap. Yeah, this stuff is pretty cool. I think you could even almost, well, I won't do it, but you could almost put a tie wrap, and it comes with this stuff. I don't know what this is supposed to be, so I'm gonna have to read see what it says. It's got a little step 1, measure the length of the Easy Loom. Scissors to cut Easy Loom. Wrap Easy Loom around lines. Cover the end of applied Easy Loom with enclosed silicone tape. Remove 1 to 2 inches of plastic backing from tape. Wrap tape with 2/3 overlap. Firmly press the end of tape together. Okay, that's pretty cool. This stuff it's not bad to work with. It's just a little weird to get it overlapped right. It's just to protect our line, but I like this stuff. See how it tapes together. All right, this looks way better, by the way. I'm still adjusting on it. So it has that plastic tape, and then I put just regular electrical tape over it. Kind of did this on the shaft, left a big loop, and then I'm gonna move this pedal back and forth and see how much I need right here. Right. So far so good. I like it. I like it better than what that other stuff was, or is. You know what I mean? Alright, so this is what we got so far. We got us a loop, so we can turn it. Coming up, going around, loop-de-loop-de-loop, down here, around, down, around, and then it's going to go into this scan strut. That's where I got so far. I think the battery, I'm going to have it just live for the time being on the side of our black box. So now I'm kind of like got to figure out what my next move is. Power! We need some power! Thanks for watching all the way through. You're part of our awesome community. Love this video? Hit subscribe for more adventures. The best way to support us is at hawkeyemarine.net. Shop outboard powerheads, lower units, and top quality boat parts. It fuels our content and keeps you on the water. Visit today. We'll see you next time.